What is it about this story that made headlines across Canada in January 2025? Let's find out. Ria lived in an old, deserted part of the city. Right in front of her house was a dense forest from which strange and eerie sounds often emerged. Ria loved horror movies and novels, but in reality, she didn't believe much in such things. One night, Ria was reading her favorite horror novel. It was around 2 a.m. when she suddenly heard a strange sound from her bedroom window. Knock, knock. At first she thought it might be an animal, but the sound continued persistently. Ria peeked out the window, but she couldn't see anything. It was pitch dark outside, and only the rustling of the wind could be heard. She assumed it was her imagination and went back to reading. A little while later, the same sound returned, this time louder. Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Ria began to feel a bit uneasy. She gathered her courage and went to the window again. This time her gaze turned toward the forest, where she saw a dark shadow moving among the trees. It felt like someone was staring straight at her. Ria's heart began to race. She quickly shut the window and drew the curtains. She sat frozen, wondering what to do. It felt as if the eyes of that shadow were piercing right through her. She turned on the flashlight on her phone and scanned the room, feeling as if something or someone wanted to come inside and see her. Suddenly her phone's light flickered and died. The entire room plunged into deep darkness. Ria held her breath. She tried turning the phone on again, but it wouldn't light up. In that moment, she heard a faint rustling sound from the corner of the room. Ria. Ria. The voice was low and whispery, as if someone was speaking right next to her ear. Ria froze. A strange chill ran through her body. She wanted to scream, but no sound escaped her throat. It felt like someone was right behind her, trying to touch her. In front of her eyes, something white shimmered in the darkness, like a face. Ria's eyes widened in terror. Somehow she mustered the courage to shut her eyes and silently began praying. She felt she was no longer alone. She didn't know what it was, but she was certain it wasn't human. Ria sat in the same position until morning. As the first rays of sunlight entered the room, she slowly opened her eyes. The room was empty. She thought it might have all been a terrible dream, but when she looked at her hand, she noticed a faint red mark on her wrist, as if scratched by something sharp.